Today's video is about parts of a flower. If you find this video informative and useful, kindly like and subscribe my channel. A flower is a reproductive part of plant. If you take a view of the flower, it consists of the colored part, the petals. This is the colored part, and this is the calyx. The green color part is a calyx or sepals. At the center of the flower, this is the ovary. It is present here, and this is a female part of the flower, so it is shown here. So this is the ovary. So stamens are surrounding the ovary. You find the dark color part. This is the stamen along with the filament. So it is surrounded to the ovary, and the stamens are the male part of the. Next is the structure of a ovary or a pistil. It consists of an ovary here, and at this leads a long part. This is a style, and the topmost part is a stigma. So the pistil consists of ovary, the style, and the stigma. And these small seed-like structures, these are the ovules present inside the ovary. Next, we'll go for the structure of the stamen. A stamen is nothing but it consists of an anther on top and a filament. So this is the male part of the flower. Insects come in search of inside the flower to collect the nectar, to suck the nectar. They come inside. So what happens once they come inside? They sit on the stamens. So since the insects, their legs are very delicate, so they're just pollen grains. They stick on the legs, and finally they are transferred here. So when they bring about pollination here, and this is how. So this pollination is brought about by agents like insects, water, wind. So these are some agents which bring about pollination. So next, what is pollination? Pollination is nothing but, and the anther consists of minute, you can say like powder structure called as pollen grains. These are present in the anther. So when the insects sit here, it comes and it lands up on the stigma. Through the stigma, it reaches inside the ovary. That is, you can find the pollen tube will be formed. So the process of transfer of anther from the pollen grains from the anther to the stigma is known as pollination. So what is pollination? The transfer of pollen grains from the anther to stigma is known as pollination. The next is the structure of the ovary. It's an enlarged portion, like it is enlarged and shown here. So once the pollen grains reaches on the stigma, so what happens? A pollen tube is formed, and finally through this it reaches the bottom of the ovary, and finally here what happened? Fertilization takes place. Fertilization is nothing but the fusion of male and female gametes is known as fertilization. It takes place inside the ovary, and finally what happens later? This ovary leads to the seed, the ovules here, and the outer part, this leads to the fruit. So the fertilized egg inside this ovary becomes the fruit, and inside this becomes the seed here. And later, after the fertilization, the calyx, the petals surrounding this, everything falls off, and finally only the fruit is developed with the seed inside. Now the question could be, what are the changes seen in a flower after fertilization? So after fertilization here, finally, so here slowly all the petals fall away, the stamens, whatever, the surrounding stamens, colored petals, calyx. Sometimes the calyx is retained. That is in the case of it is a brinjal plant or a tomato plant, the calyx is retained. Otherwise it falls away. And finally, like you find this portion, this ovary enlarges, that is it develops into a fruit, and inside this ovules develop into the seed.